Let's take a little trip inside the most complex neighborhood in the known universe, the human brain. When we talk about autism spectrum disorder, we're really talking about a unique architectural style of cognition and social behavior. To understand what's happening, we have to zoom past the forehead right into the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, the brain's CEO office. The heart of this neighborhood are synaptic proteins, the tiny construction workers that build the bridges between our neurons. In the cerebellar cortices, these workers live in little hubs called synaptosomes. For a brain to run smoothly, these proteins need to be folded into very specific shapes. Think of it like high-stakes origami. If a protein doesn't fold just right, it loses its stability and can't do its job. When this happens on a large scale, we call it proteinopathy, a pileup of bad origami that gets in the way of everything else. Luckily, the brain has a cleaning crew. This involves processes like agoraphagy and macrophagy, fancy terms for the cellular recycling system that gobbles up damaged parts. To keep the supplies moving, the brain uses a delivery service known as anterograde and retrograde transport, sending fresh material down the line and bringing the trash back for disposal. This whole logistics network is regulated by the rho-GTPase cycle, which acts like a traffic controller, making sure the cell's structural skeleton is ready for the heavy lifting. All this construction and cleaning requires a massive amount of energy. The brain gets its fuel through glycolysis, breaking down sugars, and gluconeogenesis, which is like the backup generator making fuel from scratch. It's not just about sugar, the brain also is a master chef when it comes to amino acid metabolism. It's constantly processing lysine degradation and managing branch change amino acids, specifically valine, leucine, and isoleucine. These aren't just for bodybuilders, they are essential building blocks that keep the brain's chemistry in balance. Speaking of chemistry, we can't forget the stars of the show, serotonin and dopamine. These are the chemical messengers that influence how we feel and how we seek rewards. But their vibes are heavily influenced by the background work of fatty acids and subtle chemical tweaks like citrullinization and methylation. These processes are like the fine-tuned knobs on the radio, changing how genes are expressed and how proteins behave without changing the actual DNA script. Finally, there's proteolysis, the process of breaking down proteins into their base components. It's the ultimate act of renewal. When you look at all these pieces together, from the way we process leucine to the way the cerebral vermis talks to the prefrontal cortex, you see that autism is a complex, beautiful symphony of biological moving parts. It's a world where the smallest molecule shifting in the synaptosome can change the way a person experiences a conversation, a sunset, or a crowded room. It's a high-level chemistry, but at its core, it's just a story of how we navigate being human.